Okay, we are started. So hello, hello, hello. If you don't know who I am Catherine Massell. I am an intuitive energy healer. I'm a spiritual growth catalyst. I am an ascending earth creatrix. And if you're here in the group watching me on my Facebook group, you obviously already know that. I'm also the creator of the new healing modality, Ascending Earth Reiki, which is going to start really, really soon. I'm excited to teach my first class at the end of February. Super excited. Let me see. Olivia is here. Lori's here. Yeah. Hi, ladies. So I'm excited to get into in today's talk, and it seems like there's more than a few of you that are interested in learning about what I'm talking about when I say the body as magnetic attractor. You may have an idea, somewhat, of what that means. And if you are thinking that, well, hey, the body is an energetic entity that emits frequency, emits vibration, so if everything's in alignment there, that means that we are magnetically attracting more of what it is that we want to be, do, or have in this life. And if you're thinking along those lines, yes, you are correct. But it is way, way more than that. It is way more than that. And so this is something that I have been asking my guides, asking my teachers, the Superconscious Collective, about quite a bit. Because I have been upping my manifesting game. I'm going to shoot you straight. I have totally been amazed at the results that I've been getting by just tweaking this one thing in the way that I run my manifesting game. And I use that word game because that is exactly what it is. It is a game. The way we manifest, how we manifest, what we manifest, it is a game. Hey, Luann, welcome. Hi, Olivia. And it should be playful. It should be fun. We should have the sense of wonder and the sense of awe about anything that we want to manifest, anything that we want to bring into our lives that enriches our experience. Hey, Maya. Anything that will bring in to enhance our level of experience here on this 3D plane should feel like a game in the sense that it feels fun. It engages every part of who we are. Every aspect of who we are is involved in manifesting, whether we know it or not. And so the body is one of our biggest allies in attracting and manifesting the life that we desire and all the things that we desire. But we don't often think about it that way. I mean, we think about it in kind of a roundabout way. We think about it in the sense that, okay, the body needs to be in alignment, right? So that if we are asking to receive the things that we desire, in order to allow that into our energy field, we have to be in alignment with it, correct? Would everyone agree with me? Give me a heart if you're on the same page, that you understand what I'm throwing down so far, that we need to be in alignment. You understand what that means, that energetically, if you're trying to call forth, say, $1,000 this week, well, what would you have to do to get yourself into alignment with calling forth that $1,000? You have to be, number one, believing in mind and body that it is going to show up, and it's not if, it's when, right? And you're giving it a very set timeline. I want this $1,000 this week. Great, okay? You have, as Abraham Hicks would say, launched that rocket of desire. You've put the intention out to the universe, and you're not hung up on the how, right? You're not hung up on trying to force the outcome of it. You understand that you are entering into a co-creative partnership with the universe, saying, if I launch this rocket of desire, I create this intention, you are going to help me co-create it. How it comes in is really up to you guys. I've done my part. I will recognize the signs and the symbols about where I need to lead my energy, where I need to lead with my energy, rather, so that I can call it in. Maya's in agreement, Lori's in agreement, yes, you know what I'm talking about. And then you just get into the embodiment of that expectation that, hey, it's just going to show up. It's just going to show up. It's just going to be there. And this gets talked about quite a bit in manifesting courses. I'm sure many of you here that are either watching live or in the replay have taken 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 different manifesting courses. And it's always about alignment, frequency, vibration. Yes? So we understand this. We understand these core, basic foundational principles, yes? But what I think that just gets glossed over, and it's not talked about nearly enough, is the idea that the body is the ultimate receptor of the manifestation of your desires, meaning that the body filters, this physical body, this vessel, it filters all of our human experience. In other words, there is no other way to experience life on the 3D plane other than through this physical vessel, okay? So that anything we create and then receive here on this plane is received with the body. So when we talk about alignment, and we talk about getting the body in alignment, getting ourselves ready, allowing ourselves to receive the manifestation of our desires, we just think with the mind then. Okay, I got to get in alignment. I got to get in alignment. I got to get in alignment. What am I not doing to get in alignment? We're all up here, correct? Who does this? I'm going to put up my hand. This is me, okay? It was me until I understood about making this subtle tweak, this subtle difference, okay? We think about, okay, today I'm going to think and do this way, and I'm going to gear everything in my day so that I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking about when I'm not in alignment, and I'm thinking about when I am in alignment, and then trying to get myself more and more there all the time. And we get so caught up here, and we make it so visceral, and we make it all about mindset, that we forget the biggest and actually the only receptor of the manifestation of our desires. If you are thinking about, I want to manifest that $1,000, you don't receive it with the mind. What's the mind going to do with $1,000? You receive it with the body. Because the body is going to pocket that $1,000 in cash and put it in the pocket, or it's the hand of your body that is going to take that $1,000 and spend it, right? You are going to feel it in your body when it comes in. You're not necessarily going to feel it in your mind. I mean, you will to a certain degree because everything is connected. But the mind's not going to do anything with that $1,000. The body will. Okay, it feels like a full-time job. Absolutely, Lori. It's exhausting because we are not balancing the energy. That's why we feel so taxed. Because if we were to filter this energy through the body, which is the area and part of you, the aspect of you that truly receives, then you are taking all of that mental toil that, putting yourself to task about thinking about your manifestations all the time is exhausting. So let it filter into the body. Let the body and the mind have a partnership in your manifesting game. Okay, that's what I'm saying. There has to be this balance there between mindset and getting your body in physical alignment with that which you are trying to create, with calling forth your desires. So this doesn't get talked about often enough. So what do you have to do to get the body in alignment? What do you have to do to get the body feeling so awesome, so exuberant, so wonderful, so excited, so full of passion and power, really inhabiting that kind of inner warrior spirit that we all have the ability to tap into, saying, I'm going to get this. This is just mine. It's there. All I have to do is get myself into a place where I can receive it. Because the second we launch that desire or we create that intention, we are creating. That is the first step of our creative process, is thinking it, believing it, putting the essence and the emotion behind it to bring it into form. We are creating it right then and there. But our job then is to get into alignment so that we can receive it. So how are we not doing this with the body? Where are we not getting the body on board with being in alignment? Why is our manifesting process taking us so long? It's because the body doesn't feel the desire, because we treat the body as other. More often than not, we feel this separation between the mind and the body. And there's this essence that we tap into when we think about manifesting, that when we get into the mindset of it and we're in alignment with that, it feels great. It feels wonderful. And we're thinking about it. We're visualizing it. We're very powerful at this point. We are so savvy at being able to visualize our desires and bring them into form that way. And that's wonderful. But that's not the end of the story. Just visualizing alone to be an active participant in your manifesting game is not enough anymore. Hey, Dina. We need to be embodying. We need to be in the body and feeling the desire, feeling the manifestation as if it's already showed up, as if it's already been created and we already have it in our lives right now. It needs to be in the body, right? So why aren't we doing that? where's the disconnect here? Well, number one, understand this, that the odds are kind of against us here, because as soon as we became a light being, or as soon as we came into incarnation in a human body, and we went from being a light being, being soul, being essence, whatever you want to call that, your infinite self, and coming into a body, we automatically entered into that illusion of separate, of other. So the second we inhabited a body, we went from being a light being and got into physical form, we had the experience of other. There is this and there is that. There is my essence and then there is this body. And we felt this disconnect right away. And we felt the disconnect in the sense that we moved away from God, essentially source, creator, whatever you want to call it, and inhabited this body, which literally in our egoic structuring of thinking about this, we thought, here is this dimension, this border, this wall that keeps me separate from creator, from source, and thus the essence, the purity of who I am, the infinite nature of who I am, the part of me that is infinite and can manifest anything, can create anything effortlessly and simply. That part of me that has complete, wide open intuition, that can move through different dimensions and timelines at the drop of a hat. The second we got into a body, we separated ourselves from all of that. Or so the ego told us to, okay? That's an illusion too. So we were taught, the deck is really stacked against us because it taught us to feel other. It taught us to feel separate. And how often is it that you feel separate from your own body? I mean, be really honest here. Until very recently, I was doing this for myself too. And sure, I would coif my hair, put on makeup, make sure that I was exercising at at fairly good intervals, a couple times a week, and feeling into my body when I was outside and things like that. But I wouldn't say I had a very good relationship with my body necessarily. And many of us don't. Many of us feel that this body is just this thing that is a vessel to get us through in this lifetime. It's just there to carry us through in this lifetime. But how often do we make the conscious connection that, oh my God, this thing is an incredible mechanism? Hey, Kristen, this thing is an incredible vessel. It is the only thing that allows me to have any kind of experience in this plane, in this dimension. There is no other way for you to filter your experience other than through the physical body. There's just no other way. It's not possible. Everything that you've ever known or experienced or had come into your reality was done so through the body. So why don't we treat it like this incredible mechanism that it is? It is an incredible vessel, and it has so much intelligence. Think about how many times that you've been like very, very sick. And I don't know about you, but I've had food poisoning a couple times in my life, and oh my God, I thought I was going to die. But somehow the body corrects its programming, right? Gets you back to a place where you're healthy again. Absolutely, Cheryl, absolutely. We are in a co-creative relationship with the body, no doubt about it. And if you believe anything other than that, it's going to take you even longer to manifest, right? Think about how many times you have broken a bone, broken a finger, maybe you hurt your back really bad, but you were able to repair. The body can repair. And I'm not diminishing those here who are watching that have been dealing with or are dealing with chronic pain. The body still has an incredible ability to heal itself. This is true, even if you are going through an ongoing struggle with chronic pain. I don't mean to diminish that, but I'm talking in very general terms here. The body is an incredible mechanism for healing itself and repairing, and it does it all the time while you are sleeping. So many things are repaired in the body because the body literally has the intelligence to shut down, to send white blood cells to areas that need repairing, to need to come back and be into wholeness. The body knows how to do this, and it operates without us having to do anything really. We can create more of an intention with working with the body and having more of a better relationship with the body, let's say. But on its own, if we never had any mental connection to the body would just do what it needs to do to keep us healthy. But what if you were to include a more beautiful, seamless relationship with the body on an ongoing basis? What if every day you talked to your body? Does anyone do this? I talk to my body every day. And since I started doing this, I started seeing measurable changes in my life. And I'm talking about projected onto the 3D plane. The way I manifest is different. The way I feel in my body every single day is different once I started talking to my body every single day. And you know what I tell it? And I do it while I'm in the shower, because you figure, okay, you're in the shower, it's your naked body, this is your time to really connect with it, right? This is your time to talk to the body, create more of a relationship with it, have a beautiful connection with it, and say, oh my God, body, you are so wonderful. I'm cleaning you now, I'm taking care of you, I'm washing your hair because you deserve to be beautiful, you are beautiful. Thank you for boosting my immune system this winter so I didn't get sick even once, and I didn't, because I started talking to my body a couple months ago. And I'm around a lot of sick people, and I used to get sick all the time. That's what's really crazy. Thank you, body, for helping me have such an amazingly high functioning, optimal functioning immune system. Thanks for, helping me realize that maybe I need to wear my glasses a little more often. But thanks for giving me such great vision that I've had practically my whole life. Thanks for, you know what, I feel amazing. I'm 46, but I'm more fit than I've ever been in my whole life. Thank you for that. Thank you for not making me feel old. You're so wonderful. And you can do this in the span of like 2 minutes. And you know what will happen? You'll get out of that shower. You'll feel great. You'll feel energized. Your body feels loved. Your body is such an incredible receptor for any energy that comes its way. Think about how you feel when you are, let's just say, you go into a room full of people and you automatically feel into the energy of like, something's not right here. There's maybe a person over there that's getting your attention, like, something's not right with that person. And you feel it in your body. It's not necessarily a mental connection. You feel it in your body first, right? Courtney's here, yes. And Lori says, I never thought to talk to my body. I'm going to start this practice. And I'm not going to lie to you, it will feel a little silly at first. It will. And I know that there are some of you here that are listening to me, and maybe you're getting what I'm throwing down, but you're saying, yeah, that's great, but it's silly and I'm not going to do it. And honestly, I understand, and that's okay. But let me ask you, what is more silly? Is it more silly to talk to your body, this incredible thing that carries you through this lifetime, that is the only means for you to have any kind of experience in this lifetime, and talk to it and create a connection with it? Or go ahead and move forward and not create a connection or a relationship with the body that is meaningful, knowing that it will change the external experiences that are projected onto your 3D plane of reality on a daily basis. Because it will. I guarantee that it will. How about that? I'm going to go ahead and say it. It will change the outward experiences of your everyday reality if you create a better relationship with your body. Because your body is a magnetic attractor for those experiences. So what I was talking about is that when you're in a room full of people and you feel like something is off, that person is off, it's a felt sensation. It's a felt experience, correct? You'll feel it in your body, or part of your extremities will tingle, or something will just trigger you in the body to give you information. And there is no better means of filtering information than through the body. In fact, when we are talking about intuition, that is through the body, not through the mind. There are parts of the higher mind that we access when we pull in more intuitive information, but largely our intuition is a felt experience understood and filtered through the body. And so think about this. A lot of times we'll have information come in as well that comes into the mind, and it's actually issuing us a false positive of information. Does everyone know what a false positive is? So a false positive is it's a test result that incorrectly indicates a particular condition in the body. Okay, so when you have a false positive issued, and this happens a lot, there is an incorrect indication of an existing condition. Okay, so that false positive can be interpreted by the body and will react to it, but it doesn't come from the body. Any kind of experience that we have of false positive is usually an ego-generated small self or false self-generated illusion about something. So a good example of this, really simply, is when we have that fight or flight response, right? We want to go into that mode of like panic and I got to get away, or I need to put up my dukes, right? And so the body will respond to that, but the body is a great responder to a signal. But the signal that may be coming from the brain issues a false positive, okay? And that usually comes from the egoic, the small self, or the false self. The body, however, will never on its own issue a false positive piece of information. Never, ever, ever. The body will react to a false positive given to it by the brain, or the lower mind, the lower self, the smaller self. But on its own, the body gives you the most accurate, precise information about your experience than any other part of you. Hands down, every time. So, as our bodies are becoming more crystalline in structure, and as we are becoming, we're gaining traction on that path of planetary ascension and moving into 5D, these signals, these bits of information that are filtering into the body as receptor, the body as magnetic attractor, are telling us and giving us very specific information about our experience. But because our relationship isn't very good with the body, these bits of information are going largely ignored, or we're just not paying attention to it, we're just kind of shoving it away. Like maybe we're aware on some level of this information, but we're like, it's not that important. But you have to understand something about our experience of moving into 5D. The information that comes into the body more and more now, it's really important for us to pay attention to. And we literally cannot be in alignment with that if we don't have a good relationship with the body. So how do we get around this? And I want to help you with this. So number one, we have to stop treating the body as other. We have to stop thinking that there is mind and there is body. It is not a closed system. It is an open system. There is communication with all aspects of self. This is more true now as we gain traction on the path of planetary ascension and move into fifth dimensional awareness. It's more true now than it ever has been. So understanding that all of these parts, all aspects of who you are, mind, body, and all different parts of the mind, the higher mind, the small self, the egoic self, the light bodies, the physical bodies, all of it is in communion with each other. It is an open system of communication. So we have to understand that, number one. Number two, we have to start creating ways to have a better relationship with the body. And there's an interesting paradox here, because as we move more into 5D and the body becomes more crystalline in structure, the body becomes less dense. We lose karma that keeps us stuck in this density of reality. But we have to, what I've been told many, many times, and I've been shown this many, many times by my guides and the Superconscious Collective, is that it doesn't matter what we're moving into. And we can't get caught up in the future of that. Even though I'm always talking about 5D, I've been, let's just say, gently scolded by my guides and teachers often that, you're too worried about what's happening over here. We need to be focused in the now, because the only way we create what's in the future is if we start manipulating things and changing our energy now. And for us, that starts with the body and having a better relationship with the body. So as we move into that less dense cellular structure, as we move into a higher light body, we ensure that process. If we have a beautiful, very powerful connection with the body as it is right now. Does that make sense? Hi to all the new ladies that are joining. Savitri's here. Hello, one of our newest members. Courtney says, I just had an amazing experience in the shower the other day. I was led to open up to my guides after the running water. It felt like the running water's purpose. Wow. Yes. And the thing is, we're having so many signs and messages and symbols coming in, leading us this way, saying, hey, it's time to have a better connection with the body. So I invite you to think about this for just a moment. If you're really honest with yourself, what other kind of signs and symbols, messages, nudges have you had coming into your awareness about, hey, it's time to start taking better care of your body? Have you been really led to, thinking about When you're in the grocery store, maybe making some more healthful choices about the food that you're buying, more organic produce, maybe eating less meat, because again, as we move into that less dense cellular structure, we're actually, what I've been shown many times is that we're moving into more of a liquid diet. And heavy foods just are really, really draining on the energy of the body. And maybe many of you have already been feeling that. That when you sit down and have a heavy meal, like you just can't get through it anymore. Or maybe meat is not, and I'm a meat eater, so I'm not I'm not trying to pass any agenda here. We need protein. We do need protein. And I know I need protein and I need meat specifically. But I don't eat it that often. I eat it when my body tells me it's time for meat, or it's time for chicken, or it's time for a steak, or whatever. But we feel like we want to make better choices. We feel like we want to get outside and walk more and feel that grounding connection with Mother Earth. We want to be more grounded, period. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm big on grounding. I'm a very, very grounded person, even though I talk about some really nebulous out there, off the rails concepts. Everything that I talk about is completely grounded into my experience. Number one, because I need to be able to teach it and talk about it and make it relatable, but also because I need to have this information come in and I need to use it. My body needs to use it. There's no other way to do that other than to ground it. Many of you have been feeling the call to get more exercise, maybe do more yoga. So have any of you been feeling this? Been feeling the call to just make one change to make the body feel better, to feel more of a connection between you and your body and all aspects of you and your body. Give me a heart, or throw down in the comments what that is for you. I'd love to know. Because we're getting all these signs and symbols all the time, and there's a reason for it. We're meant to have a better connection with the body so that we can be more powerful master builders of our experience. Because again, those of you who are joining late, there is no other way to filter your experience here on the 3D plane other than through the physical body. Everything we align with here, everything we call in, is called into the physical body. So if we're not treating it well, we're not loving it, we're not telling it that we love it, that we appreciate it, that it is this amazing vessel that allows us to have this incredible experience here on this plane, the body doesn't understand. And the body can be confused. And it will say, okay, we're trying to manifest this? Okay, cool. But then you're sending a mixed signal by saying, okay, body, I understand that we're calling this in, we're calling it in for us, but I'm going to shove a bag of Cheetos down your throat. Or we're just going to sit and watch TV for a week and not get any exercise and pump some blood into the body and feel good, oxygenate the body and feel aligned with, feeling good, just feeling happy. So the body has a mixed signal coming in and saying, well, you want this, you want me to be in alignment with this, but then at the same time, you're putting a bunch of crap into my body. You make me feel like you just don't care about me. There are things that you've been neglecting about our health. Maybe you've got, who knows, maybe you hurt your back a little while ago and you could go to the chiropractor and feel better, but you just don't want to spend that time or that money or invest in yourself in that way to feel good. So then the body has a very mixed message saying, well, you want to bring all this stuff and you want me to be in alignment with it, but at the same time, you're not taking care of me. Does this all make sense? I really hope it does. And if you have questions, throw them at me, because I've been bringing in a lot of information about this. So what I want to do today to help you with this, okay, I'm getting some hearts. You're understanding what I'm throwing down. So what I want to do is give you, because I give you all this information, but I never want to just leave you there and say, okay, well, now figure it out. That's not how I work. I will always give you a way, a tool to work with what the information is that I'm bringing in, okay? So Savitri says, wow, that's me in a way. And it's many of us. It's many of us. It's me. It's me. Until I realized this was me and I wanted to do something about it and I changed it. And I can tell you, when I started doing this a couple of months ago and I really started talking to my body and having a better connection with it. And this is going to sound like counterintuitive, but I started kickboxing again. And you're like, Catherine, how is that teaching your body that you love it if you're getting kicked and punched? Well, Number one, I don't get kicked and punched that much because I have mean defense, but I feel that brain, that higher mind and lower mind connection with the body when I kickbox, because everything has to work together. You know, the mind has to say, okay, well, I see the way she's throwing, so the body has to move out this way. Or I see in my mind, and I can rationalize in my mind, that's her weak spot, so I need to hit her with a mean left hook there, right? The mind and the body work together. So it feels great. I feel in my body. I'm getting exercise. It's fun for me. It's very grounding for me because I do spend a lot of time in the ethers. That's just me. So maybe for you it's yoga. Maybe for you it's more meditation. Maybe for you it's more walks in the woods or by the lake. I know it's wintertime, but you can still get outside and do those things. Even if you just do, if you're a mall walker and you do laps around the mall, just to get the body moving, to feel in touch and in tune with the body, whatever it takes. Start small. Start somewhere that you can say, you know what, I'm going to do this and I can keep to it because it's not a big investment of my time or my energy to do it, and it's something that I can devote maybe 3 or 4 days a week to, and I can do this on an ongoing basis. So start small with something that shows your body more love. Start thinking about, how could I tweak my grocery list when I go to the store to add more nutritious food for the body? And if you're really tuned into the body is asking you for certain things. It may be asking you for more citrus fruit, which makes us feel very grounded, by the way. And that vitamin C is something that really enriches and nourishes the body. Is your body asking you for that? Is your body asking you for more greens? Is your body asking you for more purified water? Okay, are you drinking enough water on a regular basis? We're filtering out so many things in the physical body now that having access to pure, clean, fresh water and drinking it often is very important. You could start right there. Maybe you sit at a desk all day long. What if you got up and did a 7-minute walk? Even if you have a 30-minute lunch break, you can still afford a 7-minute walk and have enough time to eat. You can, but you have to commit to that. And really do it, and not just think about it. You have to actually do it. Show the body, one way or another, how you love it, how you want to enrich it, how you want to have a better relationship with it. Talk to your body, even if it sounds silly. Just getting up in the morning, first thing that you do, before you even put your feet on the floor, before you even swing your legs out of the bed and put your feet on the floor, you can say to the body, thank you. Thank you for helping me to wake up and feel great and enjoy another day here on this planet. Start right there. Start right there. I'm not ever asking you to make huge leaps and bounds unless you work with me one-on-one. Then I do ask you to do that. But here I am giving you real easy, accessible tools that will shift your energy. But I can say, out of the things that I've given you here, one of the biggest things that will shift your energy around your whole manifesting game and the way you experience your life as it projects externally on the 3D plane, your 3D plane of your reality, it will change if you start talking to your body and having a relationship with it in that way. It will change. I've seen so many subtle changes in my life and in my manifesting game since I started doing that. And it's been little stuff. But I'll give you, if you want an example, I'll give you an example of how I talk to myself, because I'm always launching new. See, that's what Savitri says, and that's a great point, Savitri. Thank you for saying that. I do that with the universe, but never myself. Why? Why is it that we do that with the universe, but we don't do it with ourselves, when ultimately everything we receive is received with the body? We don't receive it with anything else other than with the body. So we need to have a better relationship with it, and everything will change. And it'll start as a ripple effect, but it will happen. Trust me. Mark my words on this. So when I started talking to myself about, because I launch courses and programs all the time. I have no problem creating content, and I love teaching. I love teaching classes and bringing forth new online courses and live workshops. And when I do that, I ultimately set a goal for how many people I want to work with and who I want to work with. I want to call in every time my soulmate clients, and I want to have this many women coming in who are really excited and ready to do the work. They're passionate about it. They're going to show up for the workshops, and if they can't make it live, they're going to watch the replays, but they're going to get so much out of it, and they're going to love it. It's going to enrich their lives. And I'll talk to my body and say, this is what we are going to do. And we're going to call in this many ladies, they're going to pay this much money, and they're going to do it in this period of time. And then I ask my body, what do we need to do to make sure that this comes in? What do you need right now to make sure that this happens? Essentially, we are co-creating with the universe, but we're also co-creating with every single aspect of who we are, and that includes the physical body. So you can ask it. Ask your body, what do you need? What do you want? What would be the most beneficial thing for you to have right now to make sure that you are feeling the energy that I'm asking you to have, so that we can be in alignment and call this thing in easily, quickly. And the more you do this, and you really go into your body and pay attention to what it's asking for, because your body, the second you ask your body that, you will get tons of signs and symbols and messages and nudges, and you will know what the body needs. And then it's your job to give the body what it needs. But then what happens, oh, okay, totally lost the feed. Sorry, I totally lost the feed. I apologize for that. So then what happens, here's what I was saying. I hope you guys can jump on live again. Let me see if you are there. Let me see. There I am. Okay. So sorry I lost you guys. Hi, Savitri. You made it back. Sorry. I have no idea. I just completely lost connection. When I get so excited, I think maybe I burn out my electronics. Anyway, so what I was saying is, when you make this shift, what will happen is you raise the overall energetic of the body. And so it will feel in alignment with that which you are asking to call in, what you're asking to receive, right? Okay. So start paying attention to the messages coming in from the body about what it wants, okay? Does it want more fresh, clean water? Does it want better food, more greens, more vegetables in your diet? Does it want more exercise? Does it want more sleep? Does it want a weight management program? Do you feel heavy and really, really dense in your body and you could lose a couple pounds? Okay, well, how would you go about doing that? Walking a little bit every day, making sure that you have a program that it doesn't feel so big that you're not going to commit to it. Some sort of program that you can do, if not every day, at least 3 or 4 days a week. Start small, because once you start, you always want to go bigger. That's how I am with my exercising anyway. Start paying attention to those signs and symbols about what your body wants, and then give your body that. Start talking to the body more, having a relationship with it. I'm not saying like you have to be in a public place and on the bus and start talking to yourself, unless you want to. But if you want to avoid, looking like a crazy person, do it in a place where you have alone time. When you are in the shower, when you are putting on your makeup in the morning and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, that is a great time to say, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Look at how gorgeous your skin is, right? Look at how perfectly placed your eyes are. It doesn't matter what you say, really. It doesn't. As long as it's encouraging, it feels expansive, and it makes you feel good when you say it. That's your cue that you know you're on the right track. And so the other thing is to understand that even though we feel separate in a body in this lifetime, and the second we went from being a light being and inhabited a physical body, we had the illusion of separation. And understand that this is something that's been part of our association with the body for such a long time. It's going to take some tweaking to get out of it. But I have an essence today that I'm going to share with you. We're going to have a little session where we create a better connection between the mind and the body. Okay? Savitri says, my body has been through hell, but is still fighting for me. Thinking about my body, I feel sorry and sad. It has been through so much. But look how much it has gotten you through. You're here today, right? You're here now in a place where you can appreciate how much the body has battled to keep you healthy, right? Right there is a great place of appreciation to start with and to expand from there. And doesn't it feel good to say those things? That, oh my God, body, you have battled to keep me healthy. You're so amazing. How does that make you feel when you say something like that? It feels expansive, right? Yeah. So we build on that. We start wherever we're at and we build on that. So let's create a better connection between the higher mind and the lower mind and the body. I want to bring in something today that's called the mind-body connector essence. And so this will be a little bit of a guided meditation where I'm walking you through an appreciation session for the body. But also I'm going to bring in the mind-body connector essence that will really, really help you. My body is so sick, but I'm up every day. You're welcome, Savitri. It is, it's a process. It is a process. But if you keep loving the body, you will see improvement. You will. Absolutely. The mind-body connector essence will help you to have more of a connection with your physical body. It will make you feel less like it is other and that is a part of you that deserves love, it deserves appreciation. So all you have to do to experience this is allow for a healing to take place here. Allow yourself to receive a healing and then allow the actual healing itself. That's all you need to do. Allow your body to receive this. So get yourself comfortable. You can be seated in a chair. This won't take very long. But it will be a nice expanded feeling of connection with all parts of your being. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And really start feeling into the body as you continue to breathe normally, taking easy and calm breaths in and out. And just start feeling more and more into the body with each breath in and out. Allow yourself to journey further and further into the physical body. And if you're sitting down, feeling your feet flat on the ground, and maybe even feeling that subtle electromagnetic connection between you and Mother Earth, that as long as you are in a physical body, you will always feel, you will always have a connection with Mother Earth, even though you are consciously feeling into it or not. Just feel that beautiful grounding connection, that loving support of Mother Earth. And as you take your next deep breath in, imagine breathing in golden shimmering light. This is the light of love and support that is around you at all times. And allowing that to pool into your body, going into the physical body almost like liquid golden light, and filling up your physical body completely. And feel that subtle shift of vibration. Feel that expansion. Feeling that unconditional loving acceptance. And then allow this energy to pool into a golden ball of energy right in the middle of your chest center. And it's a dynamic ball of energy. It is moving and shifting. And as it moves in this golden shimmering light, it's sparkling, it's very fluid. And now imagine a singular column of energy extending upward from this ball and going up through the chest, through the throat, up through the face and up and out of the crown of the head. and extending upward, all the way up and in through the heart of your higher self. Continuing to extend upward, going up, 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 all the way up until you cannot imagine it going up any further. And then making a connection into the divine creative matrix, the grid that holds the energy of all that is. And see this golden grid lighting up as you make this connection. And feel this subtle shift in vibration, or maybe even for some of you it'll feel like a bigger shift in vibration. Allow yourself to feel that in all parts of your body. And now follow that cord down, that golden column of energy all the way back down into the heart space. And a second golden column of light extends downward through the body, all the way out through the soles of the feet, going through all the layers of the earth, all the way down and into the crystal heart of Gaia, of Mother Earth, and connecting to the golden grid that exists there, the very core, the essence of Mother Earth. And as you connect that golden column of energy to that creative matrix, see that lighting up with golden shimmering light. And again, feeling this shift in vibration, feeling this expansion, as you are now connected above and below to the energy of all that is, and grounded into Mother Earth. Creator, it is commanded to activate the mind-body connector essence now. Thank you. And this essence, this empowerment of energy, has its own intelligence, and it operates without us having to manipulate it at all. And it works on behalf of your highest and best good at this time, so we no longer need to worry about it. It does exactly what it needs to do for you at this time, in the most divine and highest way for you. And let's start feeling into your physical body. What does it feel like in this very moment? Expanded in its energy? Do you feel any heavy or dense energy in any part of the body? If so, using your breath as the vehicle for intention, simply take a deep breath in and send the healing energy of all that is to that part of the body that feels dense, heavy, tense, or contracted. Allowing the breath to fill up that space, sending an energetic, a vibration of high frequency energy to heal or transmute any energy there that is not in alignment with your highest and best good at this time. And simply repeat this process anywhere you feel that tightness or heaviness or constriction in the body. Notice how you're feeling bathed in complete and total gold and shimmering light. So loving, so accepting. It just feels like a wash of unconditional kindness and compassion, moving over your whole body, rinsing you clean of any energetic or spiritual residue that is not in alignment with your highest and best good at this time. Creator change. And as you are in this enlightened space, sending unconditional love to all parts of your body, even those parts that are feeling chronic pain or illness or dis-ease in any way. Send that golden healing light to that part of the body and send it unconditional love and acceptance. This pain, this density of energy is showing itself to you because it longs to be whole. It longs to be integrated back into wholeness. What message is coming up for you here about what needs to heal or how to heal it? Notice that you are being lovingly guided by this energy towards any answers that are here for you at this time. You are so loved. You are so supported. Notice how this makes you feel instantly more connected to your body. That there is unity, consciousness taking hold here between all aspects of the mind and all aspects of the body. And as you take a deep breath in, you are honoring and appreciating this process of having any and all information that needs to come in for your highest and best good, to make shifts, to move towards wholeness, towards complete integration, being in appreciation for this information coming into you at this time. Feeling connected, feeling loved, supported, even in this moment, moving towards a greater unity of wholeness. Through your intention, at this moment, tell the body how you long to return to wholeness, a feeling of complete integration of body, mind, and spirit, and a communication that is seamless with all aspects of yourself. So you can receive information from the body when it is telling you how it needs to heal, how it would like to heal, what you can do to help it heal. And I'm going to bring in a little light language here to help us integrate this. And go ahead and take a deep breath in. And exhale any heaviness, tense energy in the body. Simply letting it go. Releasing any energy, thanking it for serving you in such a way that it has shown you where you've been out of alignment. It has shown you and given you the information of what needs to heal. That it is time to heal, that you want to finally heal. That you want a more seamless connection with all parts of the body. That you want a better relationship with the body. That you wish to manifest effortlessly using the body as a beautiful, high vibrational magnetic attractor. And that you know the body will supply you, and your higher mind will supply you with all the information needed to show you how to do that at this time. And so it is, Creator. Thank you. And so it is. And so now begin to pull your energy back down from the divine creative matrix grid above you, pulling this golden column of energy back down through the crown of the head and back down into your heart space. And following that second golden column of light all the way back down through the body, following this golden column back down into the core of the earth. and asking Gaia to cleanse or transmute any lingering negative energy here that is ready to be released at this time. Thank you, Gaia. And now begin to gather this beautiful, pristine energy, this grounded energy, and bring it all the way back up through the soles of the feet, going through all parts of the body, running this energy through like an alternating circuit of energy, amplifying, re-energizing, allowing the body to feel more exuberant, exhilarated, rejuvenated, and energized, bringing this energy all the way up to the top of the head. And allowing yourself to gently, energetically disconnect from this transmission now. And so it is. Thank you. And then come back to me, please, ladies, and let me know how you feel. Hopefully that allowed you to feel more energized, more in the body, right? And so you don't need me to walk you through this. You can go back and listen to this as many times as you would like, but you can do this on your own. Your intention to create something in your life or to create a connection, a relationship in your life is so powerful. Your intention right then and there is how we begin the process of creating shifts and changes in our lives that are for our highest and best good. So simply create the intention, use your breath, go into the body, feel into the body, feel all parts of the body, and then go in and ask the body what it needs. And tell the body, hey, great, let's do this together. You need this, I need this, let's work together. Just create the intention, create a relationship. How would you create a relationship with any other person on this plane of existence? When you're making new friends, how do you do that? It's the same thing. It's like making friends all over again with your body, creating a new relationship, and having the intention that you are going to completely up-level your vibration of the body. You're going to change your overall energetic in the body when you do this, because it is your desire to be a more powerful creator, to be a more limitless creator and master builder of your experience in this lifetime, right? Okay, so let me check in on the comments. It's getting dark here. I need to open up my my curtains. Doing a lot of yawning. That's totally normal. That's releasing. It's okay. Felt Mother Earth's energy very strong. Yes, Savitri. Feeling calm and light. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Awesome. Linda Wynn showed up. Hello. Christine was here. So I hope that was helpful for you, ladies. And you can listen to this anytime you want. Like I said, this is going to be up on YouTube. I'm going to upload that there because sometimes it's not the easiest thing to find things in the feed here on Ascending Earth Creatrix. This is just one of the things that you can do. There are so many tools, and what I'm being told over and over and over again about manifesting is that we're making it harder than it needs to be. It's about creating a relationship. Creating a relationship also with whatever you're trying to call in. If you're trying to call in more money, just like you want to call in to be a better receptor in your body, you want to call in that energy and you want to create a better relationship with the body, what about the things that you're calling in? You want to call in more money? You need to take personal responsibility for the relationship that you have with money right now, seeing where it's out of alignment, and then change it. Money is just an energetic tool. It's your friend, or any other form of abundance that you want to call in. It needs a job to do. So if you're calling in something, what will that thing that you're calling in, how will that serve you in your life? What job description is that going to fulfill once it's here, right? It's about creating relationships, about creating connections. We're more likely to call in the things that we want if we can create a connection and have a relationship with it. Does that make sense? So I hope this was helpful, ladies. I'm so glad that so many of you joined me. I can't wait to see what some of you will write in the comments when you're watching the replay. Let me know what comes in. Courtney Harper says, I've gotten the message of making it harder than it is for days now. Yes, and it's totally true. We're making it way harder than it needs to be. If we could only see how truly easy it is, we would realize that we can manifest instantly. But it's happening. We're bridging that consciousness where we're starting to see, hey, it is a lot easier than I thought. But it is about alignment. And one of the easiest ways to make that shift right now Have a better relationship with your physical body. And I challenge you to do that this week. I would love for you to take my advice and run with it. And every day, start talking to your body just a little bit. And at the end of next week, I think I might do that. I'm going to check in with you guys next week, at the end of next week, and say, hey, who's been doing that? Who's been talking to the body? And how has that shifted? What have you seen shift in your life because of that? Because I know there's going to be lots of shifting. Am I crazy? I feel like my eyes are burning. Let's see, Savitri. Let me look at that for a minute before I don't want to leave you like that. So obviously our eyes are linked to our third eye, okay? So anything in the ocular cavity is connected also to the pineal gland and the third eye. And sometimes when we are confronted with the contrast of what we see about our bodies or about our levels of experience, what we see is in direct conflict with our infinite essence and what we know to be true about who we truly are and the infinite aspect of who we are. Sometimes that creates a disconnect. And so we physically feel that disconnect in the body, oftentimes. And so your eyes are burning because there can be this shift, and what I'm seeing for you right now is a shift between what you're seeing as truth is not matching your spiritual truth. And whenever we have that pain or that thing that shows up that's like, ow, this hurts, it's like we're being nudged to look at something and dismantle why that is there, to unravel why that is there. So what is it that you are seeing about your everyday reality that is not in truth for you? That is not part of your spiritual truth. Does that make sense? Because the first way we'll experience that shift or that contrast about something not being real or something being entrenched in illusion, again, is having it filter through the body first. Because it tells us more about our experience than anything else. And it tells us the truth about our experience. Or about the truth about where we're latching onto illusion about our experience. Does that make sense? Okay, let me see what it says. But it's okay. It will pass. But this is an opportunity for you to take this cue that your body is giving you and saying, there's something amiss here. There's something not in alignment. So this is a cue for you to kind of start dismantling about how are you seeing your everyday life that is not truthful. You've been maybe perpetuating an ego illusion of what is truth, but in fact, it's not truth for you at all. Okay? And if you want to work on a deeper level with this is the kind of one-on-one work that I do. We help to dismantle a lot of this stuff when we work one-on-one. So, okay, ladies, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I just want to wish you the best day, whatever is left for you in the rest of your day. Just try talking to your body today. Try it. See what happens. Yes, Savitri, that may be very true for you. Yes. One of the things that I do is pain body healing, and there's a few of you maybe watching this here that can contribute some information. You've had pain body healing with me. If you want to leave a testimonial about that here, that might help you to make a decision about working with me doing pain body healing, because we work on the energetic imprint of the pain, because there is no pain that exists in the body without it existing energetically first. And so we clear the root and the cause through energy healing and that. And we shift a lot of belief and perspective and mindset work around that as well. All right, ladies. Love and light. See you soon. Bye-bye.